Right. Good morning, everyone. All the online students, is it the screen is visible? All the online students, could you please everyone respond in the chat window? I request all the online students need to respond in the chat window. Yes, is it audible? I think now it is audible. Is it now audible for everyone? Is it audible, guys? Okay. Perfect, guys. Right. Perfect, guys. Okay. Let's continue then. So the one we are in the discussion of these particular very most important concepts here. Previously, we have been done with, right? So previously, we have been done with this particular hybrid framework. Continued with the same of frameworks concept, we have to understand one more framework that will be taking with POM framework. So one it will be taking with hybrid framework, another one it will be taking with POM framework. So first we'll understand that why exactly this particular POM framework has been came into the picture. Okay. So while working this particular aspect of POM, how exactly this POM has been came into the picture. Even though we are already done with the hybrid, in hybrid framework, we are able to implement Allure report, we are able to implement test suite, right? Jenkins, we got it, GitHub, we got GitHub Actions, we got it. Still, if required, we can implement some more features here. So as everything we are able to implement in that particular hybrid framework, how exactly the POM, how exactly the POM has been came into the picture. Okay, so that is what we'll understand, and then we'll go with working on the POM. To understand that, let's take an example of hybrid framework only. Okay, so to understand that, let's take an example of this particular hybrid framework. So if I'm just taking with this particular hybrid framework, as part of our hybrid framework only, first we done with the file name of global. We'll be taking with that particular global.ts, which will be taking with global.ts. Then it will be taking with general.ts. So if I just go with this particular hybrid framework, first we got a global, it will be taking with the global.ts, which it will be taking with the general, it will be taking with general.ts here. Okay, right. So this is what it will be taking with, it will be having with this particular respective option. Right? Okay, done. Let's see here. So if I'm just taking with these particular respective steps, so in this, if I'm just taking with this particular global, in that particular global, what we have been done, we are maintaining test data and objects. We got maintain test data and objects. And then I will be taking general.ts. General.ts, it will be taking with. The general.ts, we are maintaining reusable functions, or it will be taking with the methods. Right? So this is, you are already doing it. It's not like in a new thing here. Okay, which you have been already doing it, which not like any new thing here. Now, see the concept. So here, you will be taking with that particular general.ts. Okay. So in general.ts, what you have been done? You automated a test case 1. To automate a test case 1, for the purpose of automating the test case 1, in general.ts, what are the methods we created? What are the methods we have been created? Mhm. So if I'm taking with the methods, what are all the methods we already created, guys? Right. No. So as part of the test case 1, first we created with the method that is open application. Right? So which we have been created with the method name open application, and then login, and then logout. So these are the three methods we return. That means we return with the three methods. Perfectly okay. After that, we automated test case 2. We automated test case 2. So test case 2, we automated add new employee. While working add new employee, we return the method name of add new employee, add new employee. Then it will be taking with the one more method that we return wait statement. That means we return two methods. But as we return the two methods considering total in general.java, for test case 1, we got in a 3. Test case 2, we got in a 2. So 3 plus 2. Totally how many methods? Total how many methods? Right. 5 methods. So total we got in a 5 methods. Okay. Then we got test case 3. Test case 3, you are automating edit employee. Related to the edit employee, maybe you got only one method. So now previously total 5 plus 1. That means you got an a 6 methods. And then you automated the test case 4. You automated that particular test case 4. So the test case 4, it will be taking it. So that particular test case 4 is related to that particular delete, which it will be taking with delete employee. Test case 4, which it will be taking with delete employee. So if I'm just taking with delete employee. So now, not before deleting with the employee, we have to search an employee. So that means I may return with the method that it will be taking with search employee. So one is it will be taking with delete employee, and one it will be taking with search employee. Right? Now you can see. Now you can consider totally how many methods we got. So by the completion of these particular 4 test cases, totally how many methods we got it, guys? Exactly. We got an 8 methods. Now, by looking into this structure, what you can understand? By looking into these particular things, what you can understand? Mhm. Need multiple test cases, that is perfectly okay. Apart from that, so here the concept you have to understand. See here. So required multiple test case, all those particular things okay. But the main thing is see the concept. Test cases are increasing. Test cases are increasing. Parallelly, number of, okay, parallelly, number of methods. Number of methods are increasing in that particular general.ts. Got the concept here? Test cases are increasing. Test cases are increasing. Parallelly, number of methods are increasing in general.ts. Okay, so as simple, see the concept, guys, that here as working with the hybrid framework, when you automate a test case one, you got only three methods in general.ts. When you automate a test case three, totally got six methods. By test case four, you got an eight methods here. That meaning is when you are automating the new test cases, parallelly the number of methods also increasing in that particular general.ts. Right? So initially, okay. But in certain stage, when you automated some thousands of test cases, that many methods maintaining only in one particular class, there may be a chances your maintenance will become a problem here. Because as part of our hybrid framework, which we are maintaining, as part of our hybrid framework, which we are maintaining all the methods in one particular class only. Right? So because of that, in the initial stages, it is perfectly okay. In the initial stages, it is perfectly okay. But going forward, there may be a chances the maintenance will become a problem here. The maintenance will become a problem here. So because of that, what we have to do to overcome this problem, rather than maintaining all the methods in one class, assume that you have 1,000 methods. Rather than maintaining 1,000 methods in one class of general.ts, divide it into multiple classes. So divide into multiple classes means it's not like general1.ts 100 methods, general2.ts 200 methods, general3.ts again 100 methods. It's not like randomly you will maintain that particular methods. That methods you can maintain. That methods you can maintain based on page wise, or you can maintain based on module wise. Like login page is there. Related to the login page, maintain all the methods in one class. Employee module is there. Related to the employee module. Related to employee module, maintain all that particular employee module in one particular class. So here, rather than maintaining randomly, you can maintain based on module wise, or you can maintain based on that particular page wise. So that is how you got a concept of POM. So what is the full form of POM? Which we will be taking with base object model. The POM it will be taking with base object model. So if I'm just taking with this particular respective POM, it will be taking with base object model. Right? So this is how it will be taking with the POM came into the picture. So this is what your first understanding. So use of that particular POM. After that, all the concepts are same. So what are the concepts are same? What is the meaning of the framework? You will mention with the same. Creation of folder structure. Creation of folder structure with standard rules. Creation of folder structure. Creation of folder structure with standard rules here. Creation of folder structure with standard rules. Okay. So what kind of folders need to be created? How many folders need to be created? It's totally depends on that particular project and depends on that particular client. But as usual, regular things. It can be any kind of the framework concept will be the same. What is that particular concept? First, you have to go with in mention that design of automation framework. First, we will be taking with design of automation framework. Then it will be taking with design of automation scripts. It will be taking with design of automation framework. Then it will be taking with the design of automation scripts here. So one you will be taking with design of automation framework and one you will be taking with design of automation scripts here. So this is how you will be taking with these particular two things. Now while working with the POM also will follow with the same. So while working with the POM also will be following with the same concept only. First we need to design with the framework. After that we will be designing automation script. So according to the real-time standards, design of automation framework done by test lead. Design of automation framework done by test lead. And then taking with design of automation script done by tester. So design of automation script is done by tester. So design of automation framework done by test lead. Design of automation script done by tester. So this is how you will be taking with the steps here. But as of now, to get in a more clear picture, we are understanding both the things here, which you will be taking with design of automation framework and then you will be taking with design of automation scripts here. Okay, right. So let's see that. Let's continue on this as usual. First, we will be creating the project, main project, considering that 77 batch you will be taking with POM. First, we will be creating one particular folder, mention that you will be taking with the 77 batch, you will be taking with POM. So in case of real time, so while working that particular real time, it will be having certain folders will be there. So while working in that particular real time, certain folders will be there. I mean, the names will be there. For now, you can mention that 77 batch POM. So that is main folder. Okay. So under that, you have to go with that particular project folder. So under that, you will be taking with these particular respective of project folder. So now what are the folders here? You will be creating one folder, pages. And then you will be creating one more folder that you will be taking with the test. You will be having one more folder that you will be taking with the folder name is itels. Folder names can be anything. It's not like mandatory that you have to go with the same folder. It's not like mandatory that you have to go with these particular same folders. So one you will be taking with these particular pages we got in a test and then taking with the itels. Right? So here, if I'm taking with these particular pages, under the pages, we are creating, under the pages, we are creating one particular file name that it will be mentioning that login page dot ts. Login page dot ts. Send this login page dot ts related to the login page, whatever the objects has been required, whatever the elements has been required, and methods has been required, you are maintaining. Okay, so related to that particular login page, what are the objects has been required, elements has been required, methods has been required, we have to maintain. In the same way, you will be taking with that particular logout. In the same way, you will be taking with that particular respective. So in the same way, you need to be get go with that particular respective of logout here. Right? So need to be get go with that particular respective of logout. So logout, you will mention that logout dot page. Okay, so which it will be taking with logout dot particular page. Okay, so and here also it will mention with the same here. Okay, so what you will mention the same thing. So how you will be mentioning that logout page dot ts. So this is it will be provided objects or elements and methods. That means you are maintaining based on the page wise. Either you can maintain based on the page wise, either you can maintain based on page wise, or you will be taking with maintain based on model wise here. So you are maintaining with the page wise, you will be taking with model wise here. Okay. In the same way, I will be taking with which I will be mentioning that add employee. Either I can mention add employee page, otherwise I can mention that I will be taking with employee or employee model.ts. So related to the whole employee model, whatever that particular objects are required, elements has been required, methods has been required, you will be maintaining it. Okay, so continued with the same, you will be taking with verify page dot ts. Verify page dot ts. If I'm just taking with that particular verify page, it will be taking with that particular objects, it will be taking with elements, then it will be taking with the methods. Or otherwise, still to understand in simple, I can mention that all verification methods. So related to the whole application, whatever that particular verification methods are there, will maintain. Then you will be taking test. So as usual, tc001 dot spec dot ts. Then you will be taking with tc002 dot spec dot ts. tc002 dot spec dot ts. So that you will be taking with that particular test folder. Then you will be taking with utils. If I'm taking that particular utils, so here, if I'm just taking with the utils, first we are working. One, you will be taking base class dot ts. So what you are maintaining in the base class dot ts? Main page reference. So like we got in a page, right? Page dot go to, page dot wait for element, page dot locator. So whatever that main page reference is there, whatever that particular main page reference is there, you have to go with that particular page. And along with that, you will be taking with this particular step, which you will be taking with the next one, you will mention that common functions dot ts. So here methods related to whole application. I mean, in the login page, you are maintaining the method related to that particular page only. But in this particular class of common function, you are maintaining with the methods which are not like related to any one particular page here. Okay, so that is what I will be taking with, which I will be mentioning that I will be taking with these particular steps here. Right? So in this way, it will be taking with these particular respective steps here. So in this way, it will be taking with these particular respective structure. So it's not like mandatory that in every project they need to go with the same folder structure. I'm just coming up with the very common standards while working this particular frameworks. So previously we got in a hybrid framework. In the same way, you will be taking with this particular POM here. Okay, so this is how you will be taking with these particular steps here. Okay, done. So now in this particular POM, so while working with the POM also coming to the implementation, I mean that particular futures, everything we can get implemented. So while working this particular respective, so while working this particular respective of POM, we can go away in providing the same. We can get start working with playwright. For that particular playwright, you will be taking with that particular respective of Allure reports. First, I will be taking with the playwright. First, I will be taking with the playwright, which I will be taking with Allure reports. And then for that, we got integrated test suite, and then we got integrated Jenkins. Okay, and we integrated that particular GitHub, which we will be taking with that particular respective of GitHub actions here. So in this way, while working with the POM also, we can implement all the features here. So every framework, it got its own standards here. So based on the project requirement, based on the client requirement, they will utilizing that particular respective framework. As simple as guys, if you look into the market, you're having the four-wheeler. So if you go with the four-wheeler, there are multiple models are there in the market. So everything is a four-wheeler, everything has been used for traveling purpose only. But the way of the futures, how it will be provided, the way of how they will be using different. Like one is four-seater vehicle, another one is a five-seater, another vehicle seven-seater. Everything is a four-wheeler only. But in that particular four-wheeler also, you got in a four-seater, you got in a six-seater vehicle, you got in a seven-seater vehicle also. So in the similar way, while working with the frameworks also, everything is a framework concept only. So the meaning of the framework is just you are organizing in the proper way. The way of how you are organizing, the way of how you are organizing, we got in a different names here. So that is what we got in a hybrid framework, and that is what we will be taking with the POM framework. So while working with the POM as part of the structure of the POM, all the information you need to be get maintained based on that particular page wise, or you will be maintaining that particular module wise. So this is what you will be taking with this particular POM. So all these particular things, everything we are already knowing it, just we are implementing with the respective of POM. So let's see that how exactly we can do it. For that, I will be taking with creating with the new folder in workspace, which I will be mentioning that 77. I will be taking with 77 batch. So 77 batch underscore I will be taking with POM. 77 batch I will be taking with POM. So if I go to that particular VS code, it will be getting reflected here. So which it will be able to reflect that it will be taking with 77 batch, hybrid and POM. So now folder structure will be the same. First, what you have to do, you need to install with the playwright. How you will install the playwright? You will be taking with that particular integrated terminal, you will be using with the command. So if you want to install with the playwright, what is the command you will be using? What is the command you will be using, guys? You need to remember the commands. You need to remember with the commands, guys. So here, which will be taking, not npx guys, npm. You will be taking with npm init. You will be taking with the playwright at the rate. You will be taking with the latest. So npm init playwright at the rate. You will be taking with the latest here. So now you will be just click on enter. It will be asking about TypeScript. You will be accepting with the TypeScript test folder. Now we can say GitHub action workflow. This is what we discussed yesterday, GitHub actions. To support that particular GitHub actions, it has been taking with the installation as it true. Then you will be taking with the browser that it will be continued here. Okay. So which all the installation will be completed, which all the installation will be completed here. Okay. And what is the message we have to get? Happy hacking here. So which we need to be able to see the message, it will be taking with the happy hacking, then it will be confirming. So once we got that particular message of happy hacking, then we'll confirm that all that particular folder structure has been done. For easy understanding, for the purpose of easy understanding at the time of execution, this I'm just taking with false. And then the browser, I'm just utilizing only one particular browser, which I will be taking with only Chrome browser. Okay, right. Done. So next, we have to continue folders. So what are the folders we have to continue? We got only test folder. Now we need to create one more folder that we will be taking with pages. And then you have to create one more folder that we will be taking with utils. Okay. Now we got in a folders, pages, test, utils. So under the utils, you will be creating with the file. What is a file? You are providing with the file name base class dot ts. Okay. Under the utils only, you are creating one more file which you will be taking with common functions dot ts. Then you will be taking with the pages. Under the pages, you will be creating with the file login page dot ts. So under the same pages, you will be creating one more file that you will be taking with logout page dot ts. Okay, so then you will be taking with that particular new file. You will be creating one more particular new file, which you will be taking with this particular logout page, and then you will be taking with that particular login page. Along with that, if required, I will be mentioning that add employee page dot ts. Add employee page dot ts. Okay, so then you will be creating one more particular file that you will be taking with verify, verify page dot ts, which you will be taking with verify page dot ts. So this is what you will be taking with these particular respective step. So this is what you will be taking with these particular steps in pages. And then you will be taking with the test. So by default, I got a default test. I'm just taking with the delete. Okay. So under the test folder, you are creating with the file. Mention that tc001 dot spec dot ts, because these are the playwright script. So playwright scripts you have to maintain with the extension of dot spec. 002 dot you will be taking with the spec dot ts. So this is what you will be taking with this particular folder structure. So this will be completing all the design of the framework. So up to this, the test lead is responsible. Up to this, we can say that the test lead has been responsible. Right. So now as a tester, right? So as a tester, we have to continue. So as a tester, we have to continue in developing these particular automation script. So as a tester, you have to continue in developing these particular automation script. So how you will develop automation script in regular, on which basis we need to develop automation script? On which basis we need to develop automation script? Right. Based on manual test cases. So based on the manual test cases only, we have to continue in developing that particular automation script. So based on that particular manual test cases, we need to develop that particular automation script. So that is what will be continued here, which will be taking with these particular respective of manual test cases, which will be taking with the same thing, which will be taking with this particular respective step, that it will be referring manual step. According to the manual step, we have to continue in developing that particular automation script. Now let's see that how exactly we can continue. According to this particular framework, first we will be taking with the base class. In this particular base class, you need to be get provide main page reference, main page reference, and then methods related to whole application, methods related to whole application. So now let's see that how we are writing. So first I will be taking with import. Import, I will be taking the page, not test model. I'm not using the test model, I'm taking with the page. Okay. So now I will be writing with the class, which I will be taking with the class name, that I will be taking with the export, I will be taking with the base class here. So we are already knowing why we are writing import and export. All the concepts we are already knowing it. Now, inside of this, what I'm doing is I'm taking with the constructor. I can write in a constructor while working the hybrid framework. How we have been done, the main page reference we pass to the constructor. By that automatically the constructor has been getting executed. That is one approach. The same approach I can apply in this POM also. The same approach I can apply. There is no issue at all. But for learning purpose, I'm coming up with one more approach. That approach we can continue. Along with that, we are taking another approach. Another approach is this whole POM framework. The whole POM framework, I'm just defining as a static. So the whole POM, I'm just defining as a static. So why I'm defining as a static? Why I'm defining as a static is if I'm taking with the static methods. What is the advantage of the static methods? What is the advantage of the static methods? Mhm. You're already discussed, guys. If I'm taking with the static method, what is the advantage of the static methods? Right. No need of to create any object. So if I'm taking with the static method, we doesn't require to create any object. Without creating with the object, we can access with the methods based on class name here. Without creating with the object, without creating with the object, we can access based on that particular class name here. So that is what the first advantage. Now, in this particular base class, I'm just maintaining only that particular main page reference here. That's it. Next, I'm taking common functions. So here, I'm just coming up with in maintaining the methods related to common functionality. Not like any particular page. It's not like related to any one particular page. For common functionality, okay, not like related to any one particular common page, related to the one particular, common functionalities, we can write it. Okay, right. So what are the common methods I can write? I can go with open application because open application is not like related to any one particular page. That is a one common method. And wait method is there. Wait method also not like related to any one particular page. So the methods which are common to any pages, we can maintain those particular things here. So further, what I have to do here, I want to access the page. But according to this framework, the main page reference is available in the base class here. From the base class, I need to access into the common function class. That means I want to access the reference from one class to another class. In general, how you can access the data from one class to another class? If you want to access the data from one class to another class, how you can access the data from one class to another class? Exactly. You will be taking with the inheritance. But here, not only inheritance, and the requirement is, if we see here, it's not like both the things are available on the same page. So base class and common function, not like both are available in the same page here. So both are two different files. When you want to access the data from two different files, okay, how you can access? Two different files, how you can access? Exactly. Import concept, import and export concept. So that is the reason. First, what I'm doing is I'm taking with the help of the import. import of it will be taking with that particular import of it will be taking with base class here. So which I will be taking with the base class. Okay, so now I'm writing with the statement which I will be taking with the export common function that I will be taking with the method. Right. So which I will be taking with this particular one, which I will be having this particular extents has been done. Now I'm able to get access the page reference. Since that, first what I need to do, I need to begin right with the method in considering that open application. Open application means I want to just enter that, I mean, launching with the browser, entering with the URL. See here, every method I make in a static. This is an open application. For this method, I'm passing the argument of the URL. I'm passing the argument of URL. Okay, so here, this is how you have been done with one particular method, which it will be taking with in passing that particular methods of which it will be taking with that particular respective of URL here. Okay, so this is what it will be taking it. Right? In the same way, you will be taking with one more method, which I will be taking with one more method that I will be taking with wait statement, which I will be taking with wait statement. So for the wait statement, I will be writing with the time. You can see I'm just taking with the method name is wait statement, which I will be providing that particular 3000. So here, related to that particular application, what are all that particular common methods are there, you have to write it. So here I will be mentioning that console.log application is open. And here I will be printing with the statement console.log. I will be mentioning that which I will be taking with waited for 3 seconds. Okay, so in this way, it will be continued here. Okay, done. So we done with base class and we done with common functions. Next, we will be taking with login page. So in the login page, we have to maintain all that particular objects and then taking with the methods related to that particular login page. See here, we can say that objects or we will be taking with the elements and methods. Okay, which we will be taking with and methods related to login page. Related to login page. Okay, so here, first what I'm doing here, I'm just taking with the import. I required in a page, so that I'm taking with the base class here. Then I will be taking with that particular export. And here, first what I need to do, related to that particular login page, whatever the objects are there, whatever that elements are there, I need to be get provided. In the same way, I will be taking with the methods here. So now we are maintaining based on page wise. We are maintaining based on page wise. See here. As usual, everything I'm taking with the static. Static, you will be taking with the text box. Text box, which is text box, login name, text box. And that particular object identification, as usual, it will be taking with the input at the rate name equal to in a single code, it will be taking with the txt username. txt username. In the same way, you will be taking with that particular respective of text box. And then you will be taking with that particular button. I'm not writing the logout because logout is a different page. Login is a different page. Logout is a different page here. Right? So in the same way, we have to write the method related to that particular login. I have to maintain with the method. So how we are maintaining the method as usual, it will be taking with the static, which it will be taking with the static, it will be taking with the method name is login. For that particular method, you are passing that particular username and password as a string, which you will be taking with username and password as a string. Then you will be taking with await. You will be taking with which I will be taking with this particular await. This dot you will be taking with the page. Dot you will be taking with the locator, which I will be taking with this dot page dot locator. Then you will be providing that particular username and then password, taking with the login button, printing with the statement login is completed. I can mention login is completed. Okay, so in the same way, you will be taking with the logout. So here also, you will be taking with the objects and then taking with the elements related to that particular logout page, which you will be taking with that particular logout page. So this is link, not button. Okay, so link equal to that particular one. So that particular link you will be taking with this is it's equal to logout. So logout completed. So everything we are maintaining based on the page wise. In the same way, you can continue add employee, whatever the test case you are automating. Now we got verify page. In the verify page, I need to be get go with in writing verification methods. Verification methods related to whole application. Related to the whole application, whatever the verification methods are there, you will be writing. And apart from that, you are doing the verification, right? Whenever you are taking with the playwright, according to the playwright, if you want to perform that verification, you require expect method. According to the playwright, you require that particular expect method. Then you will be taking with that particular export, you will be taking with the class. And here you are writing with the method related to verify page title. Verify page title. So how you will be writing it? You will be taking with the method name. So that you will be mentioning that you will be writing that verify page title. And then I will be using that particular respective of await, which I will be taking with await to verify the title. What is the method name? To have title. We are already discussed it, guys, in the starting days in the individual program. So how we can do the verification? Verification in playwright. We are already discussed it. So while working with the playwright, if you want to perform the verification, you will be taking with these particular expect statement. Now we can see here, first we got in a basic class, provided the page reference. Then you will be taking with common function. We are maintaining the methods related to that particular common Right, guys. So which you will be taking with this particular one. So here you will be taking with this particular one, right? So logout is a not like common function, right? So that is related to the logout page. So it is a logout you can consider like one page. Okay. So that I will be taking it. So now it will be got login page, logout page, verify page. So finally, you will be taking your actual test case. Okay. So when you will be taking with the actual test case, now see the concept here. What are the models you will be importing? We done everything as a static. As everything we done as a static, so we can access with the help of the class name. So if I want to access with the help of the class name, I want to access that class. Now I require login page. In the login page, I got in a login method. For this, I want to access this particular login page file. That file I want to access. That means I need to import that. Let's see how it will be importing all the required things here. For now, for the time being, first I will be importing only this particular test model from Playwright. By that, I will be writing with the test method. This is mandatory because according to the Playwright, the test method only consider as a test case. Test method only consider as a test case here. So which I will be taking with that particular test method. And here, what I will be doing, first I will be taking with that base class reference is there, right? The base class reference, I need to assign to this page reference. We are already having the base class in the base class. But according to the automation, test method is mandatory. For that test method, you required in a page. I need to make the connectivity. See how we are taking with the connectivity. So here I'm taking the base class dot page. For that I have to import the base class. See the connectivity, guys. Don't be confused at all. Don't be confused at all. Okay. Right? So here you will be taking it, which you will be done with that one. Now everything will be the same. Now you will be taking with test steps. So that particular test steps, first I want to open the application. If I want to open application is available in the base class. So just I will be taking it. Okay, this what I will be doing. So which I will be taking with this particular one. I'm just writing base class. Okay. Now we can see here, I'm just taking with the base class dot. In base class, we got a method name. Sorry, not base class, right? Common function. So common function, we need to import that. So first I will be importing that particular common function. Common function. Okay, so which you will be taking with that particular common function from you will be taking with the common functions. Now we can see here, I'm just writing with the method which you will be taking with the common function dot. Now you got an access of open application. According to that method, we have to pass one argument. That argument as a URL, I need to be get provide that particular argument. I need to be get provide that particular URL. So which I will be taking with this particular respective of application URL. I need to be get provide application URL. which I will be taking with these particular respective application URL. Okay, so once first application got open, I need to wait for some time. So that is also available in the same class only. So I'm taking with the common function dot wait statement. Next, what I need to do? Login. For doing the login, it is available in the login page. That means I need to import that. So I will be taking with the import, which I will be taking with the login. Login page. Now I will be able to access that. So I will be taking with login page dot login. I have to provide username because for that method we are passing two arguments, which I will be taking with the two arguments. So method with arguments we are already knowing it. Okay. Then it will be taking with once login has been done, I need to go with wait statement, which I will be taking with wait statement. Then I have to verify the title. To verify the title, I need to import that particular verification. That is verified page. So which I will be taking with that particular verified page. Okay. So now I will be taking with verified page. So I need to provide the title. I'm just providing with the title that is Suresh IT. Okay, so once we verify the title, next I need to take with the logout. Logout page dot logout. Okay, so this is how I will be taking it. After that, if I want to add in a wait statement, I can get added wait statement. Now we can see here, open the application, wait statement, login into the application, wait, verify the title, logout, wait statement. So concepts looks like similar only. The way of maintenance, how it will be doing it, that it will be making with the difference here. So the way of maintenance, how it will be doing is, that is what it will be taking with that particular respective difference here. Send this way, it will be able. Send this way, it will be able to go with these particular steps here. So execution, same concept. So how you will be executed, you will be using with the command. So now you will be taking with the command npx, you will be taking with the playwright, then taking with the test. npx playwright, you will be taking with the test. tc001 dot ts, you will be taking with the headed mode. See the execution. Result is same, but first we what happened? Okay, dot spec is missing. Oh. So here the result has been same, but previously in a starting days we got individual automation script. Then we understand that it will be taking with that particular hybrid framework. Then we understand that it will be taking with this particular perspective of POM framework. It has been failed. Application got open, only browser got open. While entering the URL, it has been failing it. So why it has been failed? What is the mistake we have been done? Static method, everything is okay. While working with the playwright, every test step is mandatory that need to be get added await statement. Okay, everything need to be get added with await statement. Okay, done. Now we can see here. Okay, so in real time, which framework you will be working, it depends on that particular project and it depends on the client. But as part of the interview and as part of the real time, you have to aware of that how you need to be get work with each and every particular framework. So that is what we have been discussing about hybrid framework. Then you will be taking with the POM and then you will be taking with the Cucumber. So as part of this particular POM structure, concept wise it is same. Writing the code, everything it has been same here. Just maintenance wise it will make the difference. So as part of this particular POM, everything we are maintaining based on page wise or it will be taking with the based on module wise. So that particular folder structure as part of the project requirement, we have to maintain that particular folder structure. So in the same way, you guys can continue. So as part of that particular interview, you need to be comfortable with these particular frameworks here. So in real time, first preference will go with the hybrid, second preference will go with the POM, and third preference will go with that particular Cucumber. So for now, we got hybrid framework, then we got an POM framework. In a similar way, we have to understand that particular Cucumber also. So that particular Cucumber framework will be discussing tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll go with that particular Cucumber framework. But in the meanwhile, first you guys can take with the practice of this particular hybrid framework and POM framework here. Okay. I'm not explaining other features like test suite and then Allure reports, all those things here because the steps will be the same. So you have to understand that what exactly the main difference of these particular hybrid and POM Cucumber. So what are that particular framework standards you have to be get comfortable here. Okay, clear everyone?
Welcome to any music world. Bluetooth mode. Control.
Right. Having with the questions, you guys can carry on your questions. Online students, you can carry on your questions.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
In certain situation, when do we use this hybrid and when do we go for the POM frameworks? Is there any particular situations?
Uh, as simple, if you got a requirement of you want to create, if you have a possibility of creating the object for multiple times, you can go with that particular hybrid. Otherwise, you will be taking with the POM because when you're working with the hybrid, you are creating the object for that particular general class. But here there is no concept of object creation in the POM. Just with the help of that particular methods, we are able to do that. Okay.
And only the difference is just way of maintenance. That's
Yes. Always the maintenance will be make the difference from one framework to another framework. Manish, autocomplete suggestion, that is an AI future that you will understand in the AI concepts. Not now. When we are discussing about AI concepts, there you will understand that particular concepts here. Okay. Right. No more other questions, right? Okay then. Please take care about the practice, guys. Please take care about the practice. Please spend with the more time into the practice. Tomorrow we'll continue this particular one of Cucumber here. Okay? Yeah. Thank you. Thanks everyone.